and I am Beatrice Cazo, Special Magistrate for the City of North Miami. The purpose of this hearing is to determine if a code violation exists at your property as observed and cited by a code enforcement officer of the city. If the city is not able to prove its case, then I will dismiss the case and you may leave. These proceedings are being recorded, therefore all persons who are speaking should do so one at a time to ensure that all testimony is clearly audible on the recording device. If English is not your primary language, then please inform me when I call your case. We have a translator who will assist you during the proceedings. When your case is called, the property owner, agent for the property owner, and any witness that you may have should come forward to the podium on the left side of the room. When asked, please speak directly into the microphone and say aloud your name, your business or mailing address, and your relationship to the property. If you are not the property owner or an attorney representing the property owner, then you must present a notarized power of attorney affidavit in order for your testimony to be taken on behalf of the property owner. For new cases, you will be asked for the record if you are aware of and understand the violation that is being heard today. And do you understand what is required to resolve the violation? Please answer accordingly. The city will present its case first, and then the property owner or violator will be given an opportunity to testify on their own behalf, to bring forward witnesses to testify, to present evidence and photographs, and to cross-examine the city's witnesses. Following the case presentation, I will issue a finding of fact on the case. If I find that a violation of city codes exists or existed at your property, then depending on the case type, I will set an abatement date for the violation to be resolved. Or, for repeat violations, I will impose a daily fine amount. For new, non-repeat cases, my order will include an abatement date by which you must resolve the violation, and a daily fine amount that I may impose at a future hearing date should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date. If I find sufficient cause to postpone enforcement action at this time, I will table this case proceeding to another hearing date in the future. If you do not agree with my finding of fact and or ruling, then the property owner may appeal the administrative order on the case to the circuit court. An appeal must be filed within 30 days of the date of the execution of the administrative order to be appealed. In accordance with Florida statutes, if a person decides to appeal any decision made by the special magistrate with respect to any matter considered at these proceedings, then the person will need a verbatim record of the proceeding. This record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. The cost of obtaining the verbatim record shall be the sole responsibility of the appellant, and it is recommended that persons who plan to appeal their case should provide their own court reporter at this proceedings. Pursuant to city codes, if the City of North Miami prevails in prosecuting a case before the special magistrate, the city shall be entitled to recover all costs incurred in prosecuting the case. The current cost assessment amount is $100 per case. Once the city records an order that imposes a fine and authorizes a lien against the property, then the city will charge additional administrative fees to record and release the lien. Now, for everyone who will be giving testimony today, please rise and raise your right hand. So, Pilar, are you going to administer the oath? I'm sorry? All right. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please say aloud, I do. Okay. Stay standing. Let's just do the oath. Is it the oath of allegiance? The Pledge of Allegiance. Go ahead. States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Can you please announce for the record if there are any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda, hearing agenda, please?
Yes. Item number 1, CELSC 2014-00021 has complied. Item number 5, CEJNK 2014-00089 complied. Item number 6, CEODS 2014-00180 complied. Item number 9, CELDR 2014-00019 complied. Item number 10, CEEXP 2014-00188 complied. Item number 12, CEEXP 2014-00264 was taken off calendar due to change of ownership. Item number 13, CEJNK 2014-00105 complied. Item 14, CEEXP 2014-00256 complied. Item 15, CEODS 2014-00177 complied. Item number 16, CEPFY 2014-00238 complied. Item number 17, CEIVY 2014-00235 complied. Item 18, CEEXP 2014-00222 complied. Item number 19, CEMHO 2014-00085 complied. Item 20, CEEXP 2014-00292 complied. Item 22, CEEXP 2014-00230 complied. Item 24, CEEXP 2014-00273 was postponed to January. Item 26, CEPFY 2014-00233 complied. Item 27, CERCV 2014-00052 complied. Item 29, CEEXP 2014-00294 complied. Item 31, CEODS 2014-00169 complied. Item 32, CENUS 2014-00066 complied. Item 33, CELDR 2014-00015 complied. Item 34, CEEXP 2014-00109 complied. Item 35, CEWRA 2014-00096 complied. Item 36, CEEXP 2014-00184 complied. Item 38, CEBMP 2014-00103 was postponed a month. Item 39, CEODS 2014-00147 complied. Item number 40, CEIVY 2014-00230 complied. And that's all the amendments and changes to the agenda. The first case is going to be item number 37, Stephen Daffins. Case number CEPFY 2014-00201, and the code officer is Vitalin Christie.
Good evening.
Can you please state your full name for the record?
Alan Daphnis.
Okay. And what is your relationship to the property?
I'm also owner. I'm the co-owner of the property.
Okay.
Stephen couldn't make it.
Okay.
Vitalin Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami Police Department. This is a new case in regards to parking on the front lawn. Case was cited back in September. I have previously spoken to tenants at the property. Thank you. Tenants are owners at the property, and as of my inspection today at about 1:30, the cars remain the same place, and I do have pictures for the record.
All right.
Sir, are these your vehicle?
Yes. And
Okay.
all the vehicles are operable. And all the tags are, none of the tags are expired. Actually, where the blue one parks at, it used to be I bought the property about 13 years ago, and there used to be a parking space there. It just so happened throughout the years, the flood and so on, it become dirt covers it. But if, you know, I still don't understand why I could not park there.
All right, these are with a total of 3 vehicles?
Or do I have to get another permit and get another driveway done? Probably that's what we need to do. If that's what it is, you know, we could follow through with that.
Okay, Miss.
The item, I guess, in front of you is actually not whether the tags are good or the cars run or anything like that. They are both on the front lawn. The third car that you see is actually on the swell. It's just very close to the front
Okay.
of the property.
All right. Sir,
But
do you understand the violation?
I understand, but I don't think this is it's not a lawn. That's what I was trying to explain. But we just had, once we cut the grass, it'll be different. But that space right there used to be a parking space. We owned that property for over 13 years. It used to be a space, and that's what it is. You know, throughout the years, I understand dirt might have covered it. If you want, you know, we could clean it up and
That's
have
a
it
lot
shown.
of grass.
You know. Yeah,
It's not
because
grass over
the
there?
guy's supposed to come probably this week. He said Saturday he's supposed to come and cut the grass, take care of the yard for us.
I'm not.
Yeah, usually I work in the morning 7 days a week. You know, so I need the person we usually work with. He's the one that have to stop by. You know, when he have a chance to take care of the lawn for us.
If you may want to look at the second picture, I don't see the driveway.
Because that's what I was saying. The dirt covers it throughout the years. We've been living there for over 13 years. You know, throughout the years, this is a flood zone.
I understand, but all your neighbors actually maintain their property and either get a new driveway or park the cars somewhere other than on the actual front yard.
Is there another area he can park in the meanwhile?
What I'm working on, actually, I just spoke to my mother in reference to it. I'm planning on going in the back. There's a back. Thinking about opening it up and bring the cars throughout the back. So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe that could take care of the issue that we have right now. But I still don't think, you know, we should not be able to park there when it is. I understand the lawn is not done. That's why it doesn't shows it. But it was the parking space when we bought the property.
I
Just so
understand, but I
happened
think
throughout
over the
years.
years,
Exactly.
over
So
the
if-
years now, for some reason or another, with the grass there, it
Yeah.
looks like your front lawn.
I understand. And we still, like I said, we in the process of remodeling the whole, you know, driveway, remove all the trees and so on.
Okay.
So we trying to apply, you know, with this citation or whatnot. So
Were you going to respond to his solution about parking the car in the back of the property?
Why we're actually here is because I've spoken to someone at the property before in regards to that same blue car, relocating it in the rear of the property, and it was gone for a few days, but then it came back. This other car that's actually on the front lawn also was on the swell area, but it does not have a valid tag, or it did not have a valid tag while it was on the swell, and I kept giving it parking tickets, so they relocated it to the property.
all the vehicles there they have tags, insured, and operable.
Okay,
They
do you
are-
have proof?
Actually, I was just coming from work. I didn't want to miss this hearing. That's the only reason why I came directly here. But if you want, we could reschedule this hearing, and I could come with all the paperwork. You know, if that's what it takes.
This has actually been going on since September for me, and these cars have not moved.
All
And
the
I've
cars
spoken
move.
to them before.
They move and just
They
Well,
rotate.
back,
All the
back.
cars rotate.
I've been dealing with this for from earlier in the year in regards to especially the Toyota that's sitting right in the center. It was on the swell, gave him a parking ticket, stayed there a
Was
little bit,
Yeah,
and it relocated to the front yard and it's been there.
yeah, that Toyota is for my mom. And when she cited the vehicle, she said there was a tire that was a flat. I went and bought a new tire, put a tire on it, and it was okay. So we changed the tire. So I still don't understand why was, since you
Tags.
cited the vehicle for being for having a flat tire, I changed the flat tire.
We don't cite for
And you
flat
still
tires.
came back, you gave another citation for it, say that it ain't belongs there.
Oh.
You know?
We actually cite because it does not have a current tag.
All the vehicles have tags and insured. Unfortunately, like I said, I just came from work. If you want, we could reschedule the hearing, I could bring it. But in the meantime, I already have, in the process of taking care of the whole problem, so we don't have to go through this anymore. Anyway, I'm planning on moving the cars, all the cars in the back, and that's it.
Will that solve the problem if we moves the car to the back, the cars to
Most
the back of
definitely.
the house?
I've been trying to get them to do that since September.
Okay, so can we table it?
I appreciate
you have
Since
an
he is
objection
going
to
to be
it?
doing this for a while, shortly, I would rather to get a verdict and hopefully he'll comply before the next hearing and he won't have to be here.
I don't think we'll even need another hearing. I think I'll definitely
So-
take care of it
So
as soon
that's
as
why I would
possible.
rather get a verdict since I've been going so long.
All right, so if in that case, all right, based on the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I find, in favor of the city. Here's what I'm gonna do, sir.
Also, let me
Um,
ask you,
sure.
if for instance, where the car parks there, if I could show the concrete where it is, can that do anything or?
Can you show, you're
Yeah,
gonna show
as
her
far
that it's
as
a
where the concrete
driveway?
there, where the dirt been, if we, I could get a contractor and have them scrape out the dirt and shows it,
Unless it's on a driveway, he's still parked in the front yard.
All right, sir, let me just do this. I'm gonna reset it, give you an abatement, January 6, 2015,
Appreciate it.
okay? If the officer goes back on the property and sees that the cars are still parked there, then you're gonna have to come back here for, the January 7th hearing.
No problem.
And I'm gonna tell you that I will impose a daily fine amount of
I appreciate it.
$50
No
for
problem.
each day that you fail to comply with the violation.
Definitely. It'll be
Okay.
taken care of.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I apologize, everyone. Can we have a 5-minute recess, please?
Thank you.
Everyone here? Let's go back on the record. We're good? All right.
I have to go back.
No, we were done with your case, sir. Do you have any questions?
No, that's it. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
We can call the next case.
The next case is item number 4, Annalise DeWild. Case number CEMIS 2014-00028, Officer Edmund Fissell.
Tell me again what number?
Number 4.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Ross Johnston, an attorney for Annalise DeWild. You want me to say something first, or would you like to hear Mr.
No,
Fissell?
we're going to hear from the city first, and it's Ron Johnson, right?
It's Ross, R-O-S-S, Ross Johnston.
Okay. Jackson?
No, Johnston, like Johnson & Johnson, but with a T in it.
Got
Johnston.
it. Got it. Thank you. Okay.
Edmund Fitzel, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer, City of North Miami. This property was originally cited on November 5th, 2014, under Section 295-602D. It's a non-homesteaded property. The property was mailed a notice to appear on November 19th. The property was posted on November 21st. An affidavit of service was filed registered letter was returned unclaimed. As of today, there has been no compliance. I did speak to the attorney this afternoon, and they're in the process of trying to get something done with this property because it's up for sale. This is the photo I have.
Yes, I see it.
Does that picture depict the property?
I believe so. I haven't been back there to see it recently, but I take it on good faith that that's the property. At 2211 Northwest 123rd Street, right?
Okay.
Northeast, yes.
Okay.
So the dock is in pretty bad shape.
Yes.
Okay. You said you were in conversation, you had a conversation with counsel?
This evening around 4 o'clock, the gentleman is trying to work out, basically he'll fill you in. He's trying to either get a conditional reoccupancy or have the dock repaired, depending on how much it's going to cost before they make the sale of the property.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so what are you seeking?
What was it you explained to me this afternoon? You were going to go with the are we still doing the conditional? I thought we weren't doing those anymore. Are we still doing the conditional reoccupancy? Okay, we are. So did you fill that out this afternoon with the
Oh, no, I haven't got that yet.
Okay.
My situation is that my client just recently was sent the notice to appear.
Okay.
I think one of the neighbors, she doesn't live there, so one of the neighbors got it and sent it to her. She's out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And she got it to me a couple days ago, and so today I was able to come in and ask about it.
Okay.
I'm certain that she does not know that the dock is in this condition. I have since
So it's
sent...
not her homestead property?
No,
It's a non-homestead.
Okay.
and I have since sent all this stuff to her. Also, you heard that the notice that went out to her was returned unserved. So this is the first that she's hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a contract to sell it at this point. I'm sure they don't know the dock is in this condition. And I was speaking with Ed earlier today that I'd like to be able to possibly sell the property even though the dock isn't completely repaired at this time, because the new owner would be in a better position to repair the dock and get all the permits from Durham and everything else. I'm concerned that if we went in and ripped out the dock, the new owners would have to start from fresh, from beginning, to get a new dock put in.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if they buy the property as is and go to Durham for a repair, it's a much easier job. So that's why we're talking about the conditional reoccupancy license. In other words, that we'll go ahead and have it inspected. When the inspector comes in, there's a chance they might inspect it and say okay, or if they don't, then we'd go to a conditional reoccupancy, whereby the new owner would have 30 days or something to either tear it all down or repair it. And that's what we'd like to propose.
How long is the sale going to take? Do you think it's closing here in the next few weeks?
I don't have information on that right now. I'd like to ask for, if I could, 90 days to renegotiate and take care of it, and we might not even need all the 90 days. I'm just saying that I haven't had a chance to hear back from my client, and so I'm asking for a little leeway so they can get this taken care of.
Okay. What happens with the conditional reoccupancy is that the owner would take responsibility, and within 6 months they'd have to repair the dock. So I have no problem giving them time. I mean, the close and the sale would take some time. I have no problem giving them 60 or 90 days.
All right, so you want me to table it till, what would be 90 days? That would bring us to March? Okay, so to March 4th. I think that gives you plenty of time.
Yes, that's great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so it's tabled for
Thank you
90
very much.
days. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
You too.
The next item on the agenda is item 2 and 3. The customer is Alzanir Du. Case number CEECS 2014-00008. That's the first case, and it's Edmund Fitzell's case.
Ma'am? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Which one, Pilar?
CEECS. Carport.
All right, the documents that you have submitted to me is, the documents, actually, hold on. Is verification of employment, as well as you're receiving, what are you receiving?
Unemployment.
Unemployment?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, and you'll tell me why you need me to take a look at them after this city gets to present its case, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I have him here, and I'll show him to the city attorney when she gets back.
Edmund Fitzell, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This property is a homesteaded property. It was cited originally back in September 2nd for the carport structure under 295103D. The property was mailed notice to appear on November 19th. The property was posted on November 21st. Affidavit of service was filed. The return receipt for the notice to appear was received. And as of today, there is no compliance. To give you a little background on this case, the sergeant at the time, Blanchard, had given the homeowner from September till December to comply.
November.
So as of today, there's no compliance. And here's a picture. The 295103D is about carport covers and carport structures. They must have a cover on them at all times unless there's a storm coming.
Ma'am, this is your property?
Yes.
Okay. Complete. Do you understand the violation?
I do.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like do you like to make a statement? Do you want to cross-examine Mr. Fitzell?
I have every intention of correcting the issue when I have money to do so.
Okay.
But that's the reason I gave you the letters that I did. I was employed full-time.
Mm-hmm.
If I had been giving that notice when I was employed full-time, I could have financially been able to do it, but I was cut to part-time with half the salary that I was making before, and I could barely make ends meet at that time, and I was laid off from my job on the 14th of November. The extension that
Sergeant Blanchard.
thank you, gave me was until November 15th, and obviously I couldn't save up enough money because I couldn't make ends meet as it was for my own self and preservation. And as soon as I do get another job, I have every intention of complying with that, as well as the other issue there that's in reference to the paint. I already did go down and get a copy of the grant application. I have asked for a copy from 2012 taxes because I do not have them from the IRS. As soon as I get that, then I can complete the packet, turn it in, and request the grant for the painting.
All right. We're going to let's deal with the first matter here first, and then we'll deal with the second one. In terms of the carport, what do you wish to do? The options are repair or remove.
I will repair it when I have the funds to do so, when I have a job that allows me to have the funds.
Do you know when that's going to be? Are you actively seeking employment?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the unfortunate thing is I can't just put give you a limited amount of time to find employment and then fix the carport.
What would you like me to do then?
Um,
Unemployment
if
gives
you
me
were-
16 weeks of unemployment.
right.
So,
Did you at least get an estimate as to how much it's going to cost you to fix it?
I didn't have the funds, so I couldn't get estimates. For what reason? Because if I get an estimate 3 months ago, by the time I go and get it done, that estimate can change. Because it is an estimate, it's not an actual contract for the amount.
Okay, it's a carport, so I don't know if it would vary that much, but you need to have an idea how much money it's gonna cost you. You don't even know whether it's gonna cost you $200 or $500 or
No, I do
$1,000.
not. No, I do not.
Okay, so what exactly do you want me to do? Because the other option is going to be remove it.
Okay, well, the option is that you give me time to find a job and to get the money and to repair it.
Okay, it's not going to happen, because you're not telling, it could be 6 months down the line before you find employment. It could be a year. So what you're asking me to do is postpone this for another year?
Did I say that?
I don't know, what did you say?
I
Because
said
I'm
until I
asking
get
you-
a job that I am able to save up money in order to make this happen, because right now it is a hardship for me. As you can see by the letters, I have gotten unemployment. Those are the letters that I gave to you to show you that. I also am getting food stamps as well. And you asking me to miraculously come up with money that I don't even have is an undue hardship for me at this moment. That's why I'm asking for you to give me time to get a job so that I can comply.
Absolutely not. I never told you that you needed to make money appear from nowhere. I asked you whether or not you've gotten an estimate to know how much it's going to cost.
I can give you
By
an
your own
estimate tomorrow.
evidence, you said no. You haven't done so because whether or not you get an estimate now, you're not going to have the funds. And I said, well,
Yes.
without an estimate, you really don't know how much it's going to cost.
I can get you an estimate tomorrow.
Okay, so I find in favor of the city, and let's see. I'll give you an abatement date of January 6th,
That's not
2015.
enough time. I can give you estimates by tomorrow, but I cannot guarantee that I'm going to have a job by January 6th, 2015.
Okay, I will give you 60 days. February 3rd, 2015 will be the abatement date,
Okay.
okay? And the daily fine amount will be $25.
The daily fine of what?
If it's not resolved by the abatement date of
Okay.
February 3rd, 2015,
So the fee thing would start as of February 3rd,
as
correct?
of February 4th,
Or 4th, okay.
okay? And we'll have a hearing on that date as well. Meanwhile, stay in contact with Mr. Fitzel.
I have been in contact with his boss via email several times.
It's probably, go ahead.
I've seen the last email when she was requesting that she had lost employment or was part-time, and the commander, the sergeant, he's a commander now, he just said to let it go forward to the special magistrate and make the decision.
So I
'Cause
have gone there personally. I have communicated with them on the phone via email, so I have been very attentive to this matter. I have not ignored it at all.
Okay, so stay in contact with them and let them know of your progress, and, you know, they're actually able to extend it, or if you come here and you tell me this is where you are in the process, you know, if you have a good defense, a good excuse, I can give you more time to get it done. Okay, but I
Understood.
have to give you a time frame.
Understood.
Because I can't just leave it open until you find a job, because you do understand it could take a while.
I understand.
Okay, so, I'll hold on to these, because I know you have another case. Let's handle that one too.
Edmund Fitzel, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This property was cited under Section 5-46 as a homesteaded property. It was cited originally on August 20th, 2014. The property was mailed notice to appear on November 19th. The property was posted with notice to appear on November 21st. Affidavit of service was filed, and the return receipt received for the notice to appear was received, a green card. The signature was illegible, and as of today, there's no compliance, and let the homeowner explain to you.
I understand.
And this is your property, ma'am?
It is.
Okay. And you understand the violation?
I do.
Okay. Do you wish to make a statement?
I already did in reference to the grant that I already asked for, and I'm waiting for the IRS to send me 2012 copies of my taxes so that it can be part of the packet and turn it in.
Okay. All right.
The city has no money for paint program anymore. The money's been exhausted. But I do understand you could deal with the county. The county does offer some people help with, like, I think they just give you the 5 gallons of paint. You have to find someone to paint it for you. But the city of North Miami has exhausted their funds for the paint program.
Okay. Is that for this year, or we're
This
going
year.
to have it for 2014?
This year,
2015?
that's a long,
it-
this is, the fiscal year starts in October. And from what I understand, it's exhausted already. But you might be able to talk to somebody in the planning department, and maybe they can help you if there's any funds that come in the near future. But as of last week, there was no funds for the
No
paint program.
funds. What were you told? What did they tell you?
They gave me the application and they said, go ahead and fill it out and bring it back. They didn't tell me anything about funding.
Oh, you're on the list yet? Oh, no, you didn't fill it out.
Probably
Okay.
not, because she didn't fill out the application yet. Okay, so you said that she can actually try with the county.
County, I believe the county, what they do, they give you 5 gallons of paint, so you could have someone paint it for you. You paint it yourself, and so you could check with the county. That's
Okay,
one of the other options.
so can you do that?
Yes.
Okay,
Do you have any information of that, website or department or anything like that?
I'll try and get it for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
okay. All right, so we'll I want the 2 cases to run together. So let's can we table it?
You can table it.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to rule on it yet, to give you an opportunity to talk, deal with the county. And I'm going to reset it on the same date as your other case, so
Okay.
that the 2 cases can run together. So let's reset it on February 4th.
Very good.
Okay? In the meantime, I want to see you do what you need to do. As Mr. Fitzell already told you, the city doesn't have the funds. So chances are your best bet is to go through the county. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good evening. Oh, let me give this back to you.
The next item on the agenda is item number 23, Jean C. Duval, case number CEBMP 2014-00090. Edmund Fitzell is the officer.
23, right?
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Soir.
Good evening.
Your name for the record?
Jean-Claude Duval.
All right, Mr. Duval.
Edmund Fitzell, City of North Miami. This case was previously adjudicated. This is for 5-60 for building without a permit.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fitzell.
sorry.
Speak up a little bit, please.
This was already adjudicated. You heard this back in July. You gave Mr. Duval till today to get his permits in order. The property was posted with the notice to appear on November 21st. It was mailed notice to appear. And as of today, there's no permit. Mr. Duval was denied from the plumbing department in all aspects, the plumbing, the structural, electrical, everything has failed. But he's still trying to, as of today, what he tells me, he's still trying to get his architect or engineer together to get the proper permits in order. But there's all kinds of denials from, the addition of the property is 125% larger than the area of the original structure, so it must comply with the 2000 Florida Building Code. which means that the house must have a heating structure to keep the house at 68 degrees. There's some plumbing issues. So this is all falling on top of his architect/engineer to get all this paperwork together. They notified him on November 19th that it was denied, but I haven't seen anything in the building department as of that day.
Mr. Duval,
Yes.
did you hear what Officer Fitzell said?
Yeah, I hear what he said.
Okay, were you aware that your permits, the applications have been denied?
And how my architect working on it? I'm supposed to see him Monday. He still not show up yet. And I'm just waiting on it. What I need is more time to see if he can give me back whatever he had to do. Because it's something I can do. it
Remind me,
myself.
Mr. Fitzell, he has an architect that he's working with?
Yeah, I've only met the architect one time, and that was probably back
Yeah,
in
he took
June, or somewhere in that area, June, I'm sure. And he was having a hard time with them at that time. And now everything that was presented to the building department, which you have a copy of right there. I couldn't print that on my computer. But everything was denied, from the plumbing to electrical to mechanical and structural. So this was a house that was, there was some complaints given in. It was turned into a couple of apartments, and he removed the electrical. He did some electrical work to remove the electrical, but there was other apartments and plumbing he had to get some permits for. And as of today, it's been denied. So this is where we stand as of today.
So your architect is aware that the permits have been denied?
Yeah.
And what exactly is he doing?
What he's doing, he tried to get somebody, some plumber, to sign some paper for him. He never find it. First Monday is supposed to be, meet him Monday. I call him another time, I don't get him yet. Okay. The two things need to be done. But
There's
I
a
can't find
lot.
it.
Did you hear the list? There are a lot of things. Everything that he has submitted so far have been denied. Everything. Plumbing, electrical, structural, everything that's been submitted is denied.
Because the architect don't do nothing. He's supposed to get somebody to sign for him.
Is he licensed? Are you paying him?
Yeah, I pay him. I was going to change him, but they already got $2,000 for me. I don't want to lose that money. I need time to change the architect to get another one. Because this guy, I don't see him. I never see him. He call him, he never answer that phone. Even you call him now, he don't answer. He take the money, go away, you show him sometime. That's the way he work. So I need time for me to get money to get another architect. Because with this guy, I don't think I need him no more, because Monday is supposed to be here. Last week, I see somebody say he's going to be there Monday. Bring whatever he need, he never show up. Call him now, never answer the phone. Then I don't know where he live. He give me some people somewhere he live.
You don't know his office address?
He gave me the address, but they told me never been over there. Somewhere on Fort Lauderdale.
He may not sound like someone you want to work with.
He worked for me before. It was fine, but now I think he's a junkie. He doesn't do any work anymore. He doesn't do anything. He's not a serious guy no more.
Okay, so if I give you 30 days,
What I'm reading here, he's going to need more than 30 days. I'm just reading everything from the building department. His electrical application has been denied. The plumbing contractor, the hot water heater location, the washer location. There's a lot of stuff from the building department has been denied. Location of the water service line, rear door access.
I think the reason why I wanted to reset it 30 days so that he can come back here and let us know whether or not he's retained a
is
new
new
architect.
Okay.
You understand? If I give him more time than that, then he might wait till
understand.
the last minute
You
and
gave me
say,
since July.
okay,
I
I
understand
just.
that.
Do you understand, sir?
I'm understand. I think I need more time. Because if I can get this guy this week, I don't know if I'm going to catch him. If I don't catch him, I'm going to get another architect or I knock it down.
What?
These two choices I have.
Well, isn't that the problem? He cannot knock it down himself because of the electrical and.
Well, no,
and,
he can apply for a demolition
They
permit.
know I'm
and
not
Huh?
electrical.
He can apply for a demolition permit. I mean, he's mentioned that to me before.
Okay,
I
so what he
mean-
was trying to do is bring it up to code.
Yes.
Yeah, and this house, I know you don't recall, but it had lots of problems because it was broken. He wasn't living at the premises, and it was broken down to several apartments and different electrical, and it was a lot of different apartments and electrical problems. And so He's dealing with the building department now, and everything is being denied, so he has to have his architect and engineers draw up the right paperwork for him to get it approved by the building department.
Sir, what I'm trying to do is, we want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. You understand? So I don't want to give you 60 or 90 days to decide whether or not you're going to stay with the current architect that you have,
Yeah.
or you're going to hire a new architect to help you obtain the permits to get the work done.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 30 days. I want you to come back in January.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can advise us and let us know this is where you are and
Yeah.
what progress is being made.
That's good, yes.
Okay?
But 30 days, if I can find architects, I'll get another chance to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you come back on January 7th, I want to
Yes.
hear that either the applications or have been resubmitted, or
Yeah.
that you have retained new architects who are working on getting it done.
Yeah, that's good enough.
You understand? You don't need the translator for that. You
I
understand,
know, I
right?
understand, yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right.
All right. We
Okay.
will see you back here in January.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
The next case on the agenda is item number 7, Carlos M. Gonzalez. Shanna Saunders is the officer. Case number CEPFY 2013-00197.
Oh, there's no one here. Okay, thank you. Oh, happy holidays. We're not gonna see you guys till next year. I don't think so. What?
Ticket appeal.
Oh, ticket appeal. I may not be here. Right. So if I don't see you guys, happy holidays. All right, have a good one. Did we get a haircut?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You don't recess?
Do you want to recess?
No, I just want to ask you guys a question about.
Sure. No, go ahead.
Do you have copies of? Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah, because I know she probably.
Let's call the next case, please.
It's item number 7, Carlos Gonzalez, CEPFY 2013-00197. Shanna Sanders.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a non-homesteaded property with no life safety issues that are at least visible enough for me to see. This is a case for a vehicle that's parked on the front lawn. It's a report of previous compliance. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Yes, this is a case for report of previous compliance. As of today, about 4 o'clock, the vehicle still remains. I have pictures if you would like to see.
Yes, please. And these were taken today?
Yes, if you look at the bottom of the photo, I think is the date is at
Yeah,
the
12/3.
bottom. Yes, I took a couple, I think a week or two ago, right before Thanksgiving. The first ones are for 11:20, and then the ones I took again today about 4 o'clock are right on the top.
All
those
right,
just-
this matter was already adjudicated back in November last month. Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony and evidence presented by the code enforcement officer, I find that the violations still exist. I find good notice, given good notice, the owner has failed to appear. Therefore, the daily fine amount of $50 is hereby ratified.
Next case is item number 8, Clara Rowe, CEIVY 2014-00147. Shanna Sanders.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case for an inoperable vehicle that's parked on private property. I am showing that this is a homesteaded property without any visible life safety issues that I can see. This case was originally cited back in June. Sent several letters, June, July, September. Long story short, as of today, the vehicle still remains. I do want to bring to the attention and put it on record that the property owner did come into the office. I understand he spoke with another code officer, Alan Graham, and he did ask for an extension, but as I explained to him, this has been going on since June. I asked him why he wanted an extension. He said because he had to work tonight. I haven't had any contact with him from June 15th up until today was my first conversation. So again, I would like to go ahead and present this case. I do have pictures if you would like to see. These were taken today about 11:30.
Let me just ask you if notice were sent on, was it November 19th?
Let me take a look at it. I am showing here, to go into the details, I'm showing here that I sent the final letter. The last letter I sent was October 31st. I didn't get a response. Then I filed it for asking for it to be presented before the special magistrate. I did post it on, I see Pilar sent notice, certified mailing on the 19th of November. I put in a posting on the 21st. Again, I'm assuming he got it for him to have come in and asked for an extension.
Yeah, but because he called you and informed you that he has to work and not going to be able to make it, I think that we should give him the benefit of doubt and give him another.
And that would
reset
definitely
it.
be your call. You know, I definitely want to put it on record. I would prefer to go ahead and push it forward only because this has been going on since June, but it is your call and we can table it for a month.
It has, but we've only set it for hearing for today. So,
Yes, and sometimes, you know, that gets the ball rolling. And I'm smiling as I say this, but, you know, sometimes when they get this notice to appear, that makes them call. And it's not as if he called saying, okay, I'll get it removed. He called saying, can we hear it next month?
how about we do this and just remind me, and if I'm not the special magistrate for that hearing, just inform the magistrate, whoever is hearing the case, that we have reset or tabled this matter specifically because this owner called and said that, was it a he or she?
It was a gentleman, I believe his name, he identified himself as Oswald, and he said he was the property owner.
Okay, that he's not able to make the hearing tonight because he has to work, and therefore we'll table this matter for 30 days
Okay,
and reset it for January 7th.
okay.
And if on January 7th he doesn't show, then that's a different story.
Okay, not a
'Cause
problem
now
at
we
all.
know that he's on notice.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
The next case is also Shanna Sanders, item number 30, Nicholas Francois, CEPFY 2014-00126. Item number 30,
You said 30?
yes.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case for a vehicle that's parked on the front lawn. This case, again, has been going on since June. I'm showing here June 3rd. Have not had any contact with the property owners and or any listing agents with the property. I am showing here that sent a couple of letters. Proper service has been given. Certified mailing was sent out November 20th. I posted the property on that same date, being November 20th. I am showing that this is a non-homesteaded property with no life safety issues. I do have pictures of the vehicles parked on the front lawn if you would like to see.
Yes. All right, reviewing photographs taken on this date, 12/3/2014. And you said it's homesteaded property?
It is a non-homesteaded property.
Okay. I'm sorry, tell me about notice.
I would assume proper notice has been given because I do see we sent out certified mailing on November 20th. I posted the property as well on the same date, but I do show here that the certified letter has been returned saying attempted not known. I said attempted not known, but I did post the property on November 20th.
All right. The certified was returned, but you post the property.
Yes, it was returned on the 24th of November, which I guess was last Monday, but it was posted on the property.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I find that the violation does exist. I find in favor of the city. I hereby impose I hereby impose a daily fine amount of $50 with an abatement date of January 6, 2015.
The next item on the agenda is Officer Christie's permit number CEBMP 2014-00101 is item 21 on the agenda. IH2 Property Florida LP.
Beadle and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami Police Department. This is a new case in regards to the installation of a concrete surface without permits. I have spoken to the property owner or one of the partners who stated that they would actually come and pull the permits, but as of this afternoon when the building department closed, I have the permit records. There has been no application submitted. And I do have pictures of the work that has, extensive work that has been done.
Okay. And what's been done? Is it? Okay. All right, so they're doing a new, what is it, a new driveway, the new front lawn, what is it?
The side yards and the entire rear.
Oh, okay. And they're busy at work. Didn't see you taking pictures?
No, ma'am.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I find that the violation does exist. I hereby impose a daily fine amount of $100 with the abatement date of January 6, 2015.
The next item is item number 25, Joseph Yanis, Officer Baptiste. The permit number CEEXP 2014-00224, item number 25.
Ernst Baptiste, Code Compliance Officer, City of North Miami. That's on a case that was adjudicated before proper notice was given, notice to appear, and no contact was made with me to comply, and I have picture for the violation and still the same.
All right, this matter was already adjudicated, correct?
Yes, the fine set was $50.
All right, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. I find that the violation still exists. Therefore, the daily fine amount of $50 is hereby ratified.
The next item on the agenda is item number 28, Mauricio Jalil, CEMHO 2014-00061, Officer Baptiste.
Code Officer Ernst Baptiste, City of North Miami, Code Compliance. Again, this is a case that was adjudicated before. The violation still exists. Proper notice was given, and no contact was made to correct the violation. And I have a picture that was taken today.
Can you state the violation, sir?
Violation is section 545. It's an minimum housing openings.
And is it the one about broken windows that needs to be replaced?
Yes.
Or repaired? Okay.
Yes. Those are pictures that were taken today.
All right, I'm reviewing photographs taken by the code enforcement officer on this date. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find good notice. Given proper notice, the homeowners have failed to appear. I find that the violation still exists. Therefore, the daily fine amount of $50 is hereby ratified.
And the last item on the agenda, number 11, Denny Florian. Ernst Baptiste is the officer, CENUS 2014-00063, item 11.
Ernst Baptiste, Code Compliance Officer with the City of North Miami. Again, this is a old case. We provided ample time for the owner. He's in violation, she's in violation of section 1219, nuisance, health and safety issues with the house that is burned down and no step is taken to comply with the violation. Picture was taken today, still showing the house.
Reviewing photographs taken by the code enforcement officer on this date, 12/3/2014. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find there's good notice. I find given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I find that the violation still exists. Therefore, the daily fine amount of $50 is hereby ratified.
And that concludes today's agenda.
So we're adjourned. Adjourned.